So what's going on, people? I think everyone are fine. Okay, let's start this video. In this video, I'm teaching how do you use the find command. Okay, so find command is basically the powerful utility in what Linux like operating system, so which is used to search for files and directory based on the what various categories. So there is like numerous what options and arguments which you can use with the find command, so you can just explore using the find commands. Okay, let's see the basic what syntax of how do you use the file command. Okay, file command is basically start with find and the file path. Let's say path and to path to and search. Okay, next thing is that you need to specify a name of a file, something like that. It will be this argument and the file name. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of how do you use what find command. Okay, let's start exploring this. Okay, the first thing which I need to show you that let's create a file. Okay, let's create directories, file1, and this is fine. Okay, let's have a one string. Okay, don't worry about that string. Then mkdir directory1 directory2. Okay, so we have two directories and one file. Okay, we have some string inside that particular file. Let's explore the using of find command. Okay, let's use find command, and now I need to specify a path. So since I need to use the current path, I'm using single full stop. That will be, it's not full stop, it's like a single dot that specify I am searching in the current directory. Okay, now what I do, I need to specify what type of a file it is. I need to specify what type of a file it is. So what I do type, and if I say it is F, then it should be a file. If I say it is D, then it should be a directory. What if I say F, then it will print all the files which is present in the current directory. If it is D, then it will print all the directories which is present in the current directory. Okay, the next thing which I'm showing is that in the while using find command, after type type file, so you need some files which contain some amount of storage. Like let's say it has some size. Okay, it has some size which is like 10 MB or something like that. I need a file in the current directory. I need a file and in the current directory which has 10 MB plus size. That is how we use size argument. Okay, if I press enter, it will not display nothing because that file is not 10 MB. Let's say that file is 1 KB, then it will KB, I guess, kilobytes. Let me use B. No, it does not work like that. Maybe it only specifies the size, I guess. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, if I use 1 MB like that, okay, what it is doing, 1 MB, so there is no file. Okay, so if I specify plus 1 MB, then it is larger than 1 MB. Okay, if I specify minus 1 MB, then it will be minus smaller than n MB, that will be 1 MB. So if I specify only 1 MB, exactly 1 MB, then it should be exactly 1 MB. So if I press enter, you will find, so file1.txt is exactly 1 MB. If I do ls -l, you can see this file1.txt is exactly, so it does not show a file size. Okay, it does not show the file size, but it is exactly 1 MB. Okay, let's move to the next argument. Okay, now you are searching a file in the current directory, and you are searching a file, so you specified type, which type, and you are searching a particular size, you specifies which how much the size is. Then you need to specify a time when that particular file is been created, so you need to use m time. So m time is basically what modification time. So it is called modification time. In shortcut, it is called m time. This is the this is also the one argument. So in the n time, if you use any numbers, like let me start with plus n plus 1 sorry. If you use plus 1, it is specifying that it is modified more than 1 day ago. If you use minus 1, it is saying that if it is modified less than 1 day ago, that will be less than 1 day ago, like it will be today, now it is currently 3:30, 3:40 something like that. So if it is yesterday, it should be lesser than 3:40, that will be like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, whatever it is, but it should be lesser than 1 day. Okay, what if I specify only 1? So if I specify only 1, it should be exactly 1 day ago. That should be exactly the same time now yesterday. Okay, that is how we use m time. So if I press enter, nothing will be printed because I did not create any file exactly exactly yesterday in the same time, it's exact time. Okay, so you can also use m time. Okay, let me shift to the next argument. So I'm in the current directory. Okay, so you do know the file what let's say you are searching a file. Okay, that will end in .txt, not doc or .exe, something like that. You are searching a file exactly txt. For that, you're using regex. Regex means it's nothing but regular expression. Okay, so for that you need to double quote and you need to specify dot and star anything slash dot txt. What this is to dot txt. What this is doing that it is saying that search for file matching what anything dot anything or dot txt, whatever it is dot anything and dot txt. I need a file. Okay, so that ends with dot star or dot, it's not or, it's like a slash symbol, a backslash or something like that, is saying that dot txt. If you find in dot txt, then you need to print that particular file. Okay, let's jump to the next argument, that will be using user. Let's say I'm in the parrot user. There is 2 users in this particular operating system. There is a parrot and the another user is light. Okay, if I need to say that I need to search some files in light user, what I do, I use user and I specify that username. Then it will check the exact, let me say that it looks like file, that is why I'm specifying what it is. That will be a file, and the name will be like let's say file 345.txt. So it is saying that I need to cut this up, I guess not in the current directory, that way. Okay, so you are saying that search the file, so I specified f, the name is file 34.txt in this user. Okay, this user. So this is how we use hyphen user in find command. Okay, the next argument that I am showing is that group. Let's say you need to find something in a group. Okay, so that you can just use group, like user group name. If you specify like this, it will search in that particular group. Okay, next I'll jump into the next argument, that will be using exec. Okay, what is this? How do you use this exec? Okay, let's play with the files. Okay, I don't need to just explain the command. Okay, there is file1.txt. I'll do cat file1.txt, cat file1.txt. okay, now I'll play with this. What I'm saying is that find in the current directory the file looks like file or directory. It is actually a file. Okay, so I'm specifying file, then I'll name a file. So it start with fi and anything, but it will ends with txt. Okay, txt. So let us specify with this. Okay, now what I do, I need to do some operations. So now I found the file. Next I need to do some operation. I don't need to print the file. If I do enter, if I do enter, it will print the exact file name. But I don't need to do. I don't need to print the file name. I need to do some operation. So that you use execute this one. Then I'll use grep command and I'll find the pattern like file. Then I will close it. If I do enter, it will print the exact match of that particular given pattern which is present in the file which we found. So we are saying in the current folder it's look like a file, then the name starts with file, but after that I don't know, so that I'm using star, then I'm specifying it will end with a .txt, then I'm executing some operation that will be grep command. I'm saying print that particular line that is matching the given that is matching the given pattern. I'm given a pattern that will be file, so it will print the exact line. Okay, so if you don't see it properly, like believe this, it's not believe this. Okay, let's say this is a line. Okay, I'll say one line, this is a line, and another line, this is a okay, let's say cat file1. So it has a two lines, one say this is a file and this is a line. Okay, now I will use this command. If I press enter, it will print only this line, not this line. Okay, see, so if I'm saying print the line which has a similar pattern, which has a line pattern, then it will print the second line, not the first line. So that is how we use exec argument. That is how we use. Okay, the next thing I'm teaching you is that okay, searching for empty files or directory. Let's create one file file.txt. okay, so these particular files, in one file you have 0 KB and in one file you have 1 MB of data. Okay, this has 0 KB of data, it does not have anything. Now I will use one more argument, find in current folder, type it's look like file, then name starts with anything.txt. I'm saying it starts with anything but it will end with .txt. Then I'm specifying one more thing, that will be empty. What is this empty? So it will print all the files which is empty. So if I press enter, it will print the file.txt which is like 0 KB, it does not have any data. Okay, the next thing I'm teaching you is that like now you found the empty file, now you need to delete it. So there is two options. You can use -exec or you can use one more argument that is called delete. If I press enter, it will delete that file1.txt, or else touch file.txt. Let me create the same file which will be of 0 KB. Now what I do, instead of using delete, I will use exec, then remove, then I'll try to close this. If I do enter, it will also delete the file file.txt, so which is 0 kb. Okay, that is how we use -empty argument. Okay, the next argument which I'm showing you is that like you can also use what logical operation instead of using a single. Okay, let's find find in the current directory, then it's look like file, so I'm specifying f, then it will look like star dot txt. Okay, now what I do, don't specify like this. Okay, type file, I'll specify a name, then which has star.txt, then I'll say or then I'll input the same thing for name, star.docs. So which is basically saying that find a name of a file that will end with .txt or .doc. That is why I use operators. You can also use not only this, you can also use AND operator, not only OR operator, you can also use AND operator, nothing like that. You can use any operators like that. Okay, the next thing will be find dot, and you can specify a type and f, and you can specify a name of a file and star.txt, and you can specify a maximum depth. So it's like it will limit the depth of search. So it is like you're limiting some search. If it find two files which is matching the given pattern, then it will stop doing its work. It will just print the files which it found. Okay, so that is how we use max depth. Okay, if you don't know how to use man command, you can go to man find, and you will find many arguments which you can explore it. Not only which I showed you, there is many arguments which you can explore it. It's like it's too big to learn. It's like there is more arguments that you can explore with this find command. Okay, I can check the version as well, I guess. Okay, you can check the version, that is 4.8, and the people who wrote this find command code. Okay, so that is all up guys, and thank you for watching, and bye.